and welcome to an experiment, a sourdough experiment. If you read about sourdough, it's, I don't know, you can read it yourself crazy. But I'm going to try to make my own sourdough. I have done this before, but then I had a little bit of help with some sourdough starter. Today I have not whatsoever, and that sourdough I had for years. So now I have to begin from start. So I'm gonna take the most easiest way I think you do. You take about 1 cup of flour, 1 cup, can it be 100 grams, and 1 deciliter, with 1 deciliter of water. Maybe this is a little bit less, too little water.
And I did myself a little beetroot.
Ruin my sourdough video. So now blend this, and this must be standing in a warm place for days until it. You have to whip it every day. You have to see how it looks, how it smells. So because it's going to be, now this in here, you have no living things. So you have to whip it up. So you whip in air. And then it's not so much to do. Don't put the, now you can see if you have air in here, because it's a little bit bubbly, but that is just bubble that I have beat in. So now I don't want to have the lid on. I have to have some paper.
And this is a video we have going to film for a couple of weeks or months.
I have to see.
Yeah.
Maybe this, maybe you will never see this one.
Yeah.
Actually, we have to see. Cover it up so you don't get any guest in there. And then you put this one in a warm place. And that's a bit difficult in Sweden nowadays. It's 13 negative degrees outside today. But we have a very nice kitchen, you can see. In here, the oven is very hot in the kitchen. Put this one, I will put this on here, on the radiator. And I'm going to film this jar a little bit every day. So if you want to see the progress, please stay tuned. And don't forget to thumb up this video.
It's a long project.
It's a long project, if you seen it, yeah?
See the dough tomorrow.
See the dough tomorrow. And one day has gone. And it looks like this. So, what we're doing now is look at it. Yeah, you can see. Oh, it smells really, really sour. And you can see the bubbles in there. So then we're going to add half a cup of flour again. This much. Half a cup, and half a cup of water. I think this goes more well than I thought. I'm quite pleased with the sourdough so far. This is day 2, so now we mix this one down. I think it's a little bit too loose. Maybe I had more water yesterday, so I'm going to add a little bit more flour, like this. And mix it down. Whip it, beat air. So the bacteria from the air is going down to this mix of wheat and wheat flour and water. So when you have done this, yeah, I can really smell it. And when I did this beating yesterday, it was a little bit bubbles into it, but you can see now much more bubbliness. So yeah, this is going well, my friends. Actually, I think you're going to see this video. So on with this again. And what you hear in the background is husband Dan making lunch. So, and put it back on the radiator and yeah, see you tomorrow. Day 3, and it looks like this. And the smell in the kitchen is not that pleasant, to be honest. So I don't know actually what to do. It looks like this. And husband Dan says it smells like vomit. So what I'm going to do is take this crust off. Maybe I have a bit too hot on the radiator, I don't know. So I'm going to beat this up a bit. The layers was a lot of layers. The smell is yeah, it's not that pleasant. So I'm going to not get this all over the kitchen. So like this. Now it smells a lot better. I think that was that crust. But I'm going to put that out. So now I just have a little bit. Can you see how much I have left in the jar? I don't think so. But more than half of it is gone. So now I'm going to add almost 1 cup of flour. Yeah, I know it smells. And a little bit of...
inform you, it's disgusting. The whole
yeah,
apartment smells like vomit.
Yeah, but it was that crust on top of that one. So now the crust is gone. So a little bit more wheat, a little bit more water. Blend it carefully. Mix it up. Mix, guys. Mix. Get the air inside there. Get it up. Sorry for the noise. So, now I have done that. Then we try again. On with this one. And put it on the radiator. Yeah. So, see you tomorrow. And we are back again. Day 4 I think this is, and I'm not happy. Look at this. The layers are back. And no, you cannot see that. There. You can see it's not good. And this is because when you live in Sweden, the temperature is not always that nice. When I started this project, it was minus 13 degrees, negative 13. And now it's 10 plus degrees. So that means that the radiator it's not that hot because the heat is included in our rent, and yeah, you can regulate it of course a bit, but if it's so hot, if it's 10 degrees, you don't need the radiator so hot. So that means that I have not have that temperature on my dough that I want to have. So I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna add some shredded apple inside here. So maybe this is a video that you're never gonna see. We have to figure that one out. So apple inside, a little bit of flour, half a cup maybe, half a cup, and then a little bit more water, and then again mix it up well, beat it on. It is very loose in there. I'm going to add some more flour, and this is just by, I don't know any recipe for this. I don't have anything. I have used apple before, I have used onion before, but it's very, why is it so loose? What happened to the flour when you have it in here? And I'm making a mess. I wanted to have like a dough character. And after I have done this, I'm going to put this in my sink with hot water. Now it's a more doughy texture here. It started so well, this project. So what has happened? Now it's like thick, like a batter, thick batter for some pancakes or something. And I think that's the texture I want. Maybe a little bit more. This is gonna be the longest, weirdest sourdough video ever. But this is not the YouTube style. This is the homemade real style. Now I think we got it. We have this thick pancake-like batter with apple inside. So now in here it's apple, flour, ordinary wheat flour, and water. And the smell is good. So I'm gonna put it in a sink with hot water. And now we have to see what's happening in here. I will make this 1 hour, and then if something happens, I will be back. Now it's gone 1 hour and it looks great. But now I have filled in new hot water, and I will, it has to stay in here for 1 more hour at least, and then we see. Here we have 2 hours, and now we're talking. So now I have put up more hot water again, and I will see how this looks like in another hour. And welcome back. This is how it looks like. Now this is 2 hours since I filmed the last time, so totally 4 hours of this experiment this time, and it's so loose the whole time. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add a little bit more flour again to get that thickness inside this one. So, and then I'm just going to put it on my kitchen table, and I will see how it looks tomorrow. So yeah, this was day 4, so maybe we have a really good one tomorrow morning at day 5, and then we're going to bake a bread. Good morning, guys. Yeah, this is good morning. I'm not gonna show you my face, but we are up early because it's NHL hockey on TV. So when you are up early like this, why not set the bread? I'm sorry for my voice. I'm sorry for but I'm a little bit tired. So what we're going to do now is to put in this big bowl here about 100 grams of this sourdough. Hopefully you can bake on it. We don't know that yet. Here we have about 100 grams. The rest of it, just put the lid on and put it into the refrigerator until next time. So what you do with that one now, put the lid on into the refrigerator, and you feed this one once a week with half a cup of flour with a half a cup of wheat flour. Half a cup flour and half a cup of water, and just beat it up once a week. So once again a little bit tired. So now 100 grams of this, 300 milliliters of water, 15 grams of salt, 500 grams of ordinary flour, wheat flour. 500 grams can be exactly what kind of flour you want. If you want any dark bread, you add dark flour. You can have some seeds, some pumpkin seeds or something. You can have everything you want in this one. 500 grams. So now I'm just going to blend this one up. Right. Oh. Now I'm beginning to, I think I have a little bit less water in that one that I need. I have to add some more water. A little touch of water more. So just blend this one up quite quickly, and then it's going to stand here for half an hour, 40 minutes something. Yeah. So now this is not going to be blended so well. I think this is enough. It looks like this. So now it's just going to stand here for the gluten to be a little bit more, so something to happen in this dough. So I have to stand here for half an hour, 40 minutes. And I'm back here, a little bit more awake actually. So now this have been lying here to rest a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is to knead this one for 5 minutes approximately. So just a little flour on the table. It just doesn't want to come out. So just knead this one around for 5 minutes, and then we come back. And now I have been kneading this dough for some time, and I think it feels good. So what I'm going to do now is to make small rolls out of this one instead of letting it prove again. So I'm cutting this one up in maybe 10 pieces. see. A little bit more flour. I want them quite big because I will use them for like hamburger bread. So like this. They're going to be quite big, but I rather too big than too small. And push them out a bit like this. Yeah, I think this will be quite good. So let's see how many of these I get. I've got 8 of these, like this. So now I'm going to put some plastic on this one and put them in the coldest room I have, and that's the bedroom. Our bedroom is just, I think we have today, I think we have maybe 13, 14 degrees in there. So I want to do it like this and put them in there for, I don't know how many hours. I think at least 8 hours. And then we will see how it looks like. Maybe I will do some more plastic. Actually, if I do, yeah, I will do like that and one extra layer because I don't want them to dry. Oh, I hate this. I never use this. Never, I do now, but rarely use this. So, and now 8 hours in the bed, in the bedroom, actually in the bed. So, see you in 8 hours, guys. Now they have been in the bedroom for 6 hours in 13 degrees. So now it's going to be here in the kitchen for 2 hours more, and then we will see how they look like. A little bit of a problem when I noticed that the plastic had been stuck to the buns. But if I do like this with this plastic knife, it will be fine. And you can see here, it's stuck in there. No, it's stuck in that too.
That's so gooey. They need more of the jalapenos.
Jalapeno. So now I will take away the plastic, and after that I will put the oven on up to 250 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit, I have no idea.
And I will put up the sauerkraut for the hamburgers because you are baking hamburger bread.
Hamburger bread it is. So off with the plastic and on with the oven. But they look nice. There I have 1 egg. I have beaten up it a little bit. So 1 beaten egg. And then I'm just going to, I don't know, cover them a little bit. Like this. They're going to get a really nice shiny surface. And then you can add, if you want, because this is hamburger bread, if you want some seeds or something on top of them. I will not. I like the seeds, of course, but to be honest, they are everywhere in the apartment. You have seeds on your hamburger bread. So no, I don't have any seeds on them. I don't need them. I think this is just fine. And if you don't have, add some egg on top of it, it doesn't matter. It's fine anyway. So, and now this will go into the oven for 250 degrees for, I think, about 10 minutes. Into the middle of the oven, just like that. 10 minutes. After 12 minutes, are they done? And look like this. Oh, they are hot. But the other ones, I think they were in for 11.5. So yeah, this is what become of the sourdough. Gorgeous bread. I'm happy. It was perfect. Good morning, guys. Another early morning here. 4 o'clock in the morning, and the NHL hockey game is began. And so do my baking today. Today I have ordinary wheat flour and some dark flour in this one. So exactly like the last time, 500 grams of this, 15 grams of salt, and this one, I've had this one yesterday evening, so it had been standing on the radiator the whole night to, yeah, and it smells really good, and you can see the bubbles? Yeah, it's a good one. So this is going to be a completely different bread, and I don't weigh anything of this because I'm too tired to see any of the numbers of the scale. I just pour out a little bit of that. I take a little bit more. This is the amount that I save in the jar. It's almost empty, but that will be enough for next time. So, and 300 milliliters of water, and just exactly like the last time, just stir it up a little bit, and then it's gonna sit for 1 hour, and then we're going to knead it. Maybe a little bit more water, but I think I'm going to wait with that until after this hour. Yeah, I think it's can be good. So 1 hour we wait, and we're back 1 hour later. And now we're going to knead this dough and see how it is. Can be a little bit dry. And usually this is not a good way to do it on the kitchen table, because on the kitchen table it's wood. Normally when I don't have the camera on, I do this at on the sink. But I cannot have the camera there. No, it was not dry. So now I will kneading this one like I did the other dough for 5 minutes or so, just to feel it come together. So 5 minutes of this kneading. After 5 minutes, it feels really nice. I can feel it really good, solid rye bread dough. So now we're going to shape this one to a bread. So folding. Now just turn it and stretch the surface. A little bit more flour. So stretch and fold. You can see underneath. If you do that like this, the dough will be really tensed around, and hopefully it will rise very nice in the basket I have. If you don't have a basket to put the dough in, you can just put a kitchen towel in one of these small buckets. I think this will do. So a little bit of flour, a lot of flour, so you don't want it to stick in here. And then put it with that side up. But then the dough will rise. So it feels a very firm dough. We have to see what happens with this one. Will it rise? It's always easier to bake with just wheat flour than rye flour. The rye flour is more compact, more solid. But so this one will go in. And a clip on it, and into the refrigerator until tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. And now this is the day after. So this has been in the fridge over the night, and I took out the dough from the fridge for 6 hours ago before I went out to my morning walk, and it looks absolutely great. So now we will put, I have just this cutting board and baked paper. I have preheated the oven to 300 degrees. So put that on there, flip it upside down. Hopefully this will, no, it's stuck in there. No. Oh, look at the pattern.
Beautiful.
And husband Dan is in the kitchen.
Of course, my horse. But I'm doing this. White cabbage. Because we are going to make a white cabbage casserole.
Casserole, yeah.
But look at that beautiful bread.
One sharp knife. And this is never gonna work. Every time I do like this, it's I ruin the bread, maybe. And this is rye bread, so this is a compact, really compact bread. So we will see what happens.
How long in the oven, you think?
I think
5 minutes.
About 1 hour. I will put a stick into the bread in 20 minutes or so, because it's going to up until 96 degrees.
Turn around. Then we have fun. And come closer here.
But this is not the finished product.
No.
You have to have the finished.
But this is thumbnail.
One of them.
Perfect.
So now I just put this one in there.
On the bready stony.
And then I lower it to 250 degrees. Now 20 minutes has gone, so now I'm going to put in this one and take out the paper.
Why do you do this?
Because this will be burnt. So into the middle of the bread.
What is it?
Thermometer. What was the name? And then put it in here.
It says meat thermo.
Meat thermo timer.
Yeah.
So now we will wait until that will go beep 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 until 96 degrees.
It's done! And you hear this horrific sound all over the kitchen.
And never do the mistake to open the oven and take the stick with your hand. I have done it, but you just do it once.
It's piping hot.
And out with the bread. And you know, if you want to check if it's done. Oh yes, it's done. Hollow. Very hollow. So I will put this . Yeah. And now it's be cooled for cooling down for 1 hour. And it's done. Look at this bread. If you have a sourdough bread, it's a good smell. So now I will cut me a small piece. It's a hard one. Oh. And we don't have any bread knives in this home. We have meat fillet knives. Yeah, this is a rye bread. No big holes in that one, just small. Now we have a taste. I thought we should share one, but no, husband, and he wants the end piece by himself because he always take the end pieces.
So the best ones.
The best ones.
Yeah, I like the flavor, I like the chewiness, and I less breadiness. So let you put your guys here, maybe you can see. Yes, you can. So this one is the best one.
And you can see it's still hot because the butter is melting.
Yeah. Super chewy.
Yeah.
I want to taste that middle part as well.
And this is a rye bread. If I had used just wheat flour.
Beautiful. Look at that.
But no big holes.
No?
But the chewiness. It's difficult to get big holes when you have rye flour. Yeah. Because it's so dense bread. I like the flavor.
And I don't know, I just eat.
Now, next time I will make just with the wheat flour. We got big holes.
I really like it. Best one yet.
Put this one in the toaster. Thank you for watching. Ask me a question if you have something to say. Write down a comment down below and give me a thumb up. And see you in the next one.
Right.